What's up, YouTube? My name is Eli Bartlett, and I was just watching YouTube, watching people talk about random topics, and I decided to make a YouTube video of me talking to myself. I don't have a plan for this video, but right now I'm currently drinking some raw milk, and I've been drinking raw milk for about a week now, about 8 ounces in the morning and 8 ounces at night. And I believe that my overall diet, as it has been influenced by the likes of Ray Pete, has improved my overall life. And taking many methods from Pete's life, like getting sunlight, high sugar, carb diet, drinking raw milk, avoiding all processed food, of course, all soy-based products, raw butter as well, improved my skin, my gut health. It's improved my digestion, and it's just improved how I feel in everyday life. And as a person who has suffered from mental health disorders such as social anxiety and depression, generalized depression, and bipolar disorder, I can confidently say that this diet has actually improved my life for the better. And as well, pairing it with an upper-lower split at the gym, daily upper-lower, rest only if necessary, as well as also training, as also going to the beach, as I live about 45 minutes from the beach, doing as much grounding as possible, and just like overall getting outside more. And yes, you may be wondering how I make money, how do I afford eating these types of foods, eating this way, how do I have time to go to the gym every day? Well, long story short, I live with my parents and I do have a job. I have savings, but right now I'm not currently making much money. I do have a part-time job at Publix, but I just started and I'm not working too many hours, as I don't want to overcomplicate and stress my life and bring unnecessary stress into my life, as working such a job as that. It's just such a waste of time. I believe that humans are meant to be slaves that just do these mind-numbing tasks for these billion-dollar corporations. I believe there's more to life than that, and I strive to learn more about life every single day. Now, I would rather be homeless than to be stuck in a 9-to-5 wage cut job, and that's just the truth of the matter. So maybe I'll start posting on this channel my thoughts and desires, because I do want to be some sort of influencer, possibly, if possible, as a career. I enjoy just learning, bettering myself, and just seeing other people better themselves, and getting motivation from others, and motivating other people on how to improve their lives. So I see all the time that we can all make it. Perhaps it's not the best lighting for posing. Not sure if I'll keep any of those clips in there, but as you can see, I've been working and growing a good bit. Now, recent hardships in the gym, actually, about 6 months ago, and I was on a vacation in Thailand and I crashed a moped. Long story short, I fractured my collarbone, and since then I've been recovering, and as of late, for the past month, I've been able to consistently train in the gym and progressive overload once again. I've slowly been rebuilding most of my muscle, and that's where this also comes in. I feel like ever since I started drinking this, the healing process has been sped up tenfold, as well as pairing it with the BPC 157 compound. I've been doing 1,000 micrograms pinned directly into my rear delt or side delt or front delt every morning, fasted, and I believe that it sped up the healing process by at least 2 months, because the location of my fracture was very deep, not on top right here, I did have an AC joint separation up here, but the fracture was deeper in the collarbone. It's known to take longer to heal. And of course, BBC doesn't help with fracture bone healing. It helps with tissue and muscle repair. And the reason I started taking it is because alongside this injury, I also injured my rotator cuff, which is why I was injecting I have been injecting my rear delt. And I've noticed drastic healing improvements from this, which has allowed me to continue my addiction and obsession of training every single day. Another thing I'd like to talk about maybe is TikTok influencers. I myself would like to be a TikTok influencer. However, I don't know how to become one because these thoughts that are in my head all the time seemingly are hard to put into words. I'm always thinking and I feel like they only make sense to me. I'm not sure if people would relate to them. I'm a very neurodivergent, autistic individual who has become very adept to putting on a neurotypical front in real life. However, I strive for alone time where I can learn and grow and continue building my mental fortitude to the best of my capability, regardless of how it will help me in improving my overall position in life. It's just what I like to do. However, as of late, I am thinking that I need to take more steps into building a more usable, more like beneficial skill, such as content creation. So just brainstorming here, I do have a TikTok account with 1,400 followers, and looks wise, I believe that is what has carried my, I don't very much like posting thirst traps or anything, and I am a little bit insecure about certain things in my face. However, I understand that I do have a pretty generally attractive face with good features and a unique balance that could most likely be, I believe my facial capabilities are enough to earn me a spot in the social media world. However, unless your looks are Chad light, then you can't just like blow up off looks and gain your career off looks. And I don't believe I'm at that level of looks. I believe I'm possibly around high to normie, which is, it's not bad, but as you can see, I have a little tooth gap here. But overall, I mean, I believe I have a certain amount of appeal. I believe this doesn't very much hinder it. I don't very much like taking too many steps to looks maxing because I believe I was blessed with pretty good genetics, and overall health can improve my looks enough to get me in the door of social media world. However, sometimes I doubt that and think, I should focus more on my looks, but I'm not sure. I really just want to focus more on my physique, and I believe if I do have a good enough physique, probably with the use of testosterone and other androgens and performance enhancing drugs, that I can achieve an aesthetic enough physique to live off it, basically. Get by sponsors, viewership, just overall being a content creator. That's basically my dream. So I hope to achieve that. On this topic of influencing, I believe that is all I have to say as of right now. I'm not sure what the reason for this video was, more so kind of just a way to talk and get used to talking about the abstract and trying to put my abstract thoughts into words that make sense to hopefully you guys, if anyone decides to watch this video. And yeah, if this does well, maybe I can be more consistent in uploading and talking about my thoughts. So let me know.